Hi everybody, it's Rob Chavez again with the CAZA Group of Keller Williams Realty, and as always, I'm here to make you a smarter seller. And today, I want to give you a little bit of understanding of how the Earnest Money Deposit actually works, because people are confused about this, right? So when a buyer makes an offer, they normally write a check, which is called the Earnest Money Deposit. And that earnest money deposit, when the contract is ratified, is deposited in with the brokerage or the title company. And that money only becomes at risk if they were to violate or if they somehow defaulted on any of the terms that they have in the contract. So for example, if they back out at the last second and they've released all of their contingencies, then you would get to keep the earnest money deposit. Although I wish it was that simple. It's not that simple. The buyer has to sign off and agree to release that money, right? There's got to be an agreement between the buyer and the seller. And sometimes you have to threaten lawsuit and damages in order for them to get them to release that. But more on that later. We help people with that all the time. But many times what happens is sometimes the seller thinks, the buyer got out because of their financing contingency. Well, I'm still entitled to their earnest money deposit. And that's simply not the case, right? Because they're still under the financing contingency. So you want to collect at least 1% minimum of the sales price in an earnest money deposit. You want them to put some skin in the game, right? And then you want to make sure that your agent is getting those contingencies removed one after another, right? So first is the home inspection contingency. Check, did you guys get past that? Okay, that gets removed. Then comes the financing contingency. And this is a tricky one because the financing contingency doesn't automatically expire, right? You physically have to get them to remove it. You gotta call the other party. To force it on the seller side, you have to put it in writing and ask them to remove it, but you don't want to do that, and I'll explain why. Because it could automatically make the contract go void if they don't respond back in 3 days. It gives them the ability to automatically void, so you don't want that, right? But what you do want to do is have your agent apply pressure and say, hey, your financing contingency is about to expire. We need you to remove it, buyer's agent. We need you to remove it. You want the agent be calling the lender saying, hey, where are they with the financing? We want you to remove the financing contingency. And hopefully you've applied enough pressure, your agent's applied enough pressure to get them to remove it. Same thing with the appraisal contingency. Once those are all gone and God forbid they don't settle, you at least have the right to go after that earnest money deposit, right? So I hope that clears up the earnest money deposit issue a little bit for you. If you have further questions on that, feel free to email me, call me, text me, friend me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. As always, I'm here to make you a smarter seller and make it a great day. Talk to you soon.